Hey gamers! Welcome to GameInsiderX, your space to remember and discover the best of the gamer world. Today it's time to put on the gloves because we're going to talk about something we all love: fighting games. We will make a top 5 with those that, for me and for many, are the best fighting games in history. Those that have made us throw controls, celebrate epic victories, and challenge half the neighborhood. Stay until the end, because you will surely get nostalgic and want to play them again. That being said, let's go with post number 5, Soulcalibur II. This game came out in 2002 and revolutionized the way of fighting on console. Unlike other games, here the fights are focused on weapons. Swords, spears, daggers. Each character has its own style. It had impressive graphics for its time, 3D stages that rotated, and iconic characters like Mitsurugi, Sufisha, and Nightmare. It also became famous for having guest characters depending on the console. Link on GameCube, Heihachi on PlayStation, and Spawn on Xbox. For many, Soulcalibur II is the best installment of the saga. If you never played it, you are missing out on one of the most polished and spectacular fights in history. 4. Mortal Kombat, the franchise. Since its release in 1992, Mortal Kombat revolutionized fighting games with its bloody and brutal style. Who doesn't remember its first fatality? Scorpion throwing his harpoon, Sub-Zero ripping heads off, a madness that made parents and politicians furious, but that we gamers loved. Over the years, the saga has had ups and downs, but it came back strong thanks to Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 10, and the brutal Mortal Kombat 11. It combines story, spectacular graphics, and a very solid online. If you want to see blood, combos, and impossible fatalities, Mortal Kombat is always a safe bet. 3. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Some purists say that Smash is not real fighting, but the reality is that it has gathered millions of players around the world. Smash is pure fun. You grab Mario, Link, Pikachu, Sonic, or almost any character you can imagine, and send them flying with punches, powers, and crazy items. The saga began on Nintendo 64, but Ultimate, for Switch, is the definitive version. More than 80 characters, scenarios of all kinds, and a local or online multiplayer that engages hours and hours. If you want a chaotic fight, with friends screaming on the side, Smash Ultimate is unbeatable. 2. Tekken III. For many, it is one of the best 3D fighting games of all time. Tekken 3 marked an entire generation. It had graphics ahead of its time, fast gameplay, and an incredible roster of characters. Jean, Warang, Eddie, Nina, King, each with unique combos and real fighting styles. Moreover, it was addictive to play with friends, and its arcade mode was perfect to challenge yourself again and again. To this day, the Tekken saga is still going strong with Tekken 7 and Tekken 8, but Tekken 3 is still unsurpassed by many fans. Before we get to number 1, I can't leave out an honorable mention: Dragon Ball FighterZ. It came out in 2018 and was a treat for all fans of Goku and company. It combines spectacular graphics, fast-paced combat, and an animation style that looks like it's straight out of the anime. It's one of the most spectacular fighting games of the last decade, and although it doesn't reach the legendary level of the great classics, it earned its place by reviving the thrill of 2D duels, with deep mechanics that delight both casual players and pros. 1. Street Fighter II. This game is not only a classic, it's practically the father of fighting games as we know them today. Capcom released Street Fighter II in 1991, and it changed everything. Characters like Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Guile became iconic. The combos, the special moves, the challenges on the machines. Everything was born here. Street Fighter II sold millions of copies, dominated arcades, and spawned epic tournaments. To this day, the saga lives on with Street Fighter V and the recent Street Fighter VI, but nothing beats the nostalgia of seeing a well-thrown Hadouken. If we're talking about fighting games that made history, Street Fighter II is the king. And there you have it, my top 5 of the best fighting games ever. I'm sure many will agree, or not, because this is more fighting than a Mortal Kombat tournament. Now I want to know, what's your favorite? Would you put another game in the top? Fatal Fury, Guilty Gear, Virtua Fighter? I'll read you in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to GameInsiderX for more tops and gamer curiosities, and share for other gamers to relive these gems. See you in the next round. Goodbye and may the best combos win.